Hello, students. Starting with a new chapter. Chapter number 22, Growth and Development. Page number 115. Okay. Kindly remove your textbook and be ready with your pencil. Children, can you tell me, do the clothes and shoes you wore as a baby fit you now? When you were a baby, which clothes you were wearing that time? Do that clothes fit you now? No, right? So in this chapter, we will learn about the growth of all the living things. Okay? Isn't it interesting? See, the human life cycle. In the first picture, you can see there is a small baby. Okay, newborn baby. The newborn baby is also called as infant. Okay. So, from that newborn baby, at different ages, you look different. Okay. For example, there is this small boy who is just born. Then after 2 to 3 years, it looked like a pre-adolescent age, and then there are different names of these ages. Okay. Then there is teenagehood, then there is adulthood, then there is middle age, and then there is old age, right? And the first stage is infant. Okay, 0 to 2 years is infant. So this is the human life cycle. Okay, nobody is born so big. Everyone is born as a baby, and then we grow according to our age. We look according to our age, no? It's same with the females also. Okay? A small baby girl grows into a young lady, then again it becomes of mid age. Then when she crosses her 40s and 50s, and after 60 she starts looking old. Okay, same with the boys. So this is people ages. Okay, man and woman. In this chapter, okay, what is growth? Growth refers to the increase in physical size of the whole or any of its part, and can be measured in inches or centimeters, and in pounds or kgs, kilogram. Growth results because of cell division and synthesis of protein. It causes a quantitative change in child's body. Okay, see, growth means there is physical change, change in your height, weight, okay, and thin, fat. All this is part of a growth. Okay. Growth refers to the change that can be measured and compared. For example, taking the height and weight of a pediatric client and comparing the measurement to the standardized growth chart. Okay, if you all remember, in your school report card, we always measure your height and weight, and we mention it, right? Every year we do height and weight, if you all remember. So that is a part of a growth. If you see in your report card, there is height and weight column, where when you were in junior KG, check your height, or when you were in first standard, check your height and weight in that report card, and now you're in 5th standard, so check your height and weight when you get your report cards. So you will come to know, or you can see your 4th standard report card, where you will See, there is a small activity in your textbook on page number 115. See, weight and height. Okay, so every year when we if you see, when the boy was in first standard, for example, and he was 19.7 kg and his height was 116 centimeter, but when he went to second standard, his height has increased, his weight has increased, right? So by the time he reaches fifth standard, he is 30 kgs. Okay, 10 kgs or 11 kgs more than what he was in first standard. Okay, and height has also increased by 20 centimeters. So this is a part of a growth. Okay, all living things eat and grow physically. Okay, all living things. Similarly, we too grow in height and weight from birth to adulthood. You will see this all from the information that your friends enter about themselves. Some of them will be more than you in height or weight, while some will be less, but they will all have gained in height and weight since they were in standard 1 or 2. This is because the first 18 years are the growing years of all the boys and girls. See, these are the different stages of growth. Okay, by the age of 18, till the age of 18, your height increases. Okay, so when you're small, all living things eat. As you eat, your body starts getting all the nutrition and you start growing. So okay, in one class you all must be of same age, but it is not necessary that all boys are of same height or same weight. Some must be thin, some are little healthy, some girls are very tall, some girls are short. But see, basically they are of similar age. Age is same, but there could be difference in height and weight. And see, everyone will grow. It is not necessary that one girl will only grow or one boy will grow. See, everyone grows according to their body type or their heredity or how their parents are. If the parents are very tall, then the kids also become very tall. If the parents are of medium height, so even the children are of medium height. So this all depends how your parents are, plus how the food you eat or how healthy lifestyle you're maintaining. All this will reflect on your growth. Okay, so these are the different stages. See, birth to 2 years, 2 to 7 years, 7 to 11 years, and 12 and up. All these are different stages of growth, and till the age of 18 you will become tall. See, you gain weight, after that you become fat, or might be some people become they have good physique and they go to gym. So that are different things, but your height increases or your growth, mostly this is because the first 18 years are growing years for all the boys and girls. Now see, as if you see page number 115, can an infant feed itself? Can a small baby eat by herself? No. Can a 2-year-old child fold clothes neatly? छोटा बच्चा खुद से कपड़े फोल्ड करके कबर्ड में रख सकता है? नहीं. When do they learn to do this task? When you learn all these things, once you start growing. So every age teaches you something or the other. Okay, when you're 2 years, 3 years, you won't be able to do the work what your 10-year-old Didi can do, right? No, it's in every age we do different things, we learn different things. Okay, so see, there is once we start growing, we do different types of activity, we learn different types of things. When you're small, your mommy must be making you ready for school, making you wear the uniform. But when you are in third standard, fourth standard, you start wearing your own clothes. No, from second standard or first standard, you can wear your own clothes. By the time you reach fourth, fifth standard, you can fold your uniforms and you can pack your bags. So you learn lots and lots of things as you grow. See, skipping on a rope, writing an essay, combing your own hair, making tea, learning a song, poem, swimming, telling a story, cycling, giving a speech, counting money, tidying your house, using a computer, playing field games, climbing a tree, etc. You learn as you grow. These are the skills, okay, which we learn as at the on what you can say, you learn all this thing at different stages of your life, okay, or in your growing stages, okay. 1-year-old boy can't kick a football, but when a 5-year-old boy can kick a football, right? 2-year, 3-year girl, she won't be able to play badminton or she won't be able to do skipping. But as you're 6 years, 8 years or 9 years, you start skipping and cycling, and you can do your small work, okay. You can pack your school bag and you can keep your books properly. So this all things are part of your growing, okay. See, different stages of human life. I was saying, no, infancy 1 to 2 years, toddlers 2 to 4 years, early school age means when you are in junior senior, that is known as early school age when you are 5 to 7 years. Middle school age 8 to 12 years when you are in first standard, second standard, third standard, fourth standard, fifth standard. Early adolescence age when you are in 7th standard to 10th standard or 11th standard is early adolescent age. Then later adolescent age, which is from your 12th standard to 25 years of age when you have completed your studies. Then early adulthood, okay, once you cross 25, your early adulthood. In that age, you have already started working, then you start looking for job and you get married at this age mostly. Then middle adulthood age, in this stage you are married, now you have small babies. So, and later adulthood means 50 plus, when you start getting older, okay. So these are the different ages. See, there is different stages where you can see changes in your body and changes in your lifestyle. See, skills, efficiency. Small babies cannot do anything for themselves. If they need something, they can only cry and beat about their legs and arms. But soon they began to get control over some of their movement and develop coordination between movements. For example, they learn to turn their head and look at something they choose. If they recognize someone, they smile. They learn to grip and hold things, then to take them towards their mouth. So this all are the different skill which a child learns from infancy to preschool and early childhood. Infancy, early childhood and preschool. Now they start kicking things, holding a spoon, hitting it on a plate, so to make a noise. So all these things children learn as they grow, okay. Then we will learn about development. It is an increase in complexity of function and skill progression, okay. Development in your textbook, it is a capacity and a skill of a person to adapt to environment. Development is a behavioral aspect of growth. means they are correlated. They go hand in hand. Development is a behavioral aspect of growth. Example, a person develops the ability to walk, to talk, and to run. Development takes place from birth to death. As we grow, our height and weight increases. With age, our physical strength also increases. At the same time, we keep learning new skills. In this way, every individual makes progress. This is called development. This definition is given in your in your EVS textbook, page number 116. Okay. See, as the development takes place, where the development takes place. See, you start thinking, right? So everything works in your head. It's now brain work. Now your brain comes to... See, learning is basically brain development. Okay? We learn skills from our parents. Okay? Basically from our mother. Animals learn from their mother the skills of obtaining their food, protecting themselves from sun, rain, and from their enemies. After that, they began to live independently. So this all, we learn everything, most of the thing from our parents. Okay, we start playing, we start associating things, we start doing so many activities as we grow, as our brain develops. And see, we learn most of the things from our parents, right? Our mother teaches us everything, most of the things. When we are small, we are dependent on our parents. But as we grow, we learn lots of skill from our parents. See, a man learns most of the things in the world from their as they grow. See, use your brain power, children. Many skills have been mentioned in this lesson up to now. Can you do without learning some of them? Which ones are necessary for any person? Think about it. Which are some of the tasks you like to do? Which ones would you like to do in future? Okay, what you would like to do? Someone wants to become businessman, or someone wants to open a medicine store or anything. So all these skills we learn and develop here. What things would you like to do just for recreation? What you want to do for your entertainment? Someone loves drawing, someone loves reading book. So all these things we learn here. What would you like to do daily when you grow up? What you would love to do when you grow up? Girls like to become, someone must be thinking of becoming a beautician or a bank job or engineer. Everyone wants to do something or the others things. Some of the early skills like walking, running come with age without having to be taught. However, we have to be taught many of the skills we learn later. See, we learn all these things with our age. We learn many skills from our parents, teachers, and other adults, right? I told you, our parents are our first teacher. Okay, mother and father usually train you for your basic growth. Okay, basic learning skills you learn from your parents, then your teacher, and then from your friends, family. We observe people, okay, and then we start developing those skills. Okay, so you can always polish yourself, you can always learn new things. The greater number of skills we learn, the less is our dependence on others. Very important point. If you are very skillful, you are not dependent on anybody, right? So our education gives us freedom or independentness. Even so, it is not as if we do every one of our tasks ourselves. For example, not all people stitch their own clothes. See, everyone can't become a tailor, but so we take help. Nor does everyone grow their own food. Everyone can't become a farmer, but we must learn to take responsibility for doing our personal task ourselves. See, I'm not telling that everyone should become a farmer or carpenter or tailor or barber, but you should learn to do your own work. Okay, that is the most important thing. And use your brain power. See, in this page number 117, Siley is in 6th standard. They are going on a picnic. Siley's mother is going to make laddus for the whole class, but she needs Siley's help. What can Siley do to help? So what can Siley do? She will make a list of all the products. She will go to the market, buy all the goods, what all are required, what materials are required to make laddus, and then you will see she she helps mother and she learns to make the laddu. So with this, she learned 2-3 things. She came to know about the ingredients used to make a laddu. She went to the shop, she bought all those things. While buying things, she learned how to manage money, how much to pay, how much return she will get. And at home, she learned to make laddu with her mother. So that also is a kind of a development. Okay, her skills has improved, or she has learned a new technique. Thank you.